Yeah, guys. Um,
Yo, what's up,
uh,
Under Construction family? Welcome back to another episode of Under Construction with myself, Lamlel. Today, I've got a very special guest for you. This man has got a set of two eyes, and the third one that sees beyond what the naked eye can see. When you get to take a look at his work, you'll understand he's got very special perspective. And he captures it, and that's one of the things that's very beautiful about it, is that the way he captures, it's just I have very few words for it. I'm in awe, really. That's what it does. But I want everyone to know and be excited, be ready to learn on this journey, because every single episode of Under Construction, it's about learning. It's about learning from another individual's journey. It's about growing with them, and you using some of the tactics and some of the cheats and the hacks that they're learning along the journey to improve yours and to enhance and develop where you're going in life. So I trust that you will honestly learn from this young gent, and that you'll be inspired by his journey and how he has become. Introducing Itu the God. Welcome to Under Construction. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi everyone. I hope you're right. I hope you guys are good. These are crazy times. Like literally outside my house, there were people like looting and stuff. So, it's tough times, but God is
Yeah,
good.
God is good. Well, Itu, thank you so much for being able to join us for this episode, even in trying times. We're recording this episode. I need to say this quick. We're recording this episode in what seems to be one of South Africa's peaks in terms of there's violence on the streets, all this, all that is going on. And I know one thing about South Africans, we're gonna come together. Right now, we must fight, we must do them, but at the end of it, we're gonna come together. This is one place that's like true family. That it's fine, but we're gonna come together, and I can't wait for that moment. I can't wait until we're able to sit at the table, discuss, and reach a point of agreement. But Itu, you're a photographer, right?
Yeah.
How did that journey come to be? How did you find yourself coming into photography?
Mm. Okay, so funny story, man. So um I think I was very young when I started like I don't know how to put this, but like when I was a toddler, I used to obsess over photo albums. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I was a kid, I always would like read and like look at all the photo albums in the house and like play over videos of my mom and dad getting married. But I was young, I didn't understand why I was so like drawn into those things. But I think as I grew, I got to understand that what I really enjoyed about those images is just the power to freeze time and to actually bring what was into the present, you know what I'm saying, and like preserve culture and and emotions that used to be felt by people back then. I could feel them as well, you know, just through an image. So, and I think over time, I started shooting in church. Like when I was a bit older, 2013, I started shooting in church, and I would take pictures of the pastor, the sermons every Sunday. Of course, at church, like you serve, and you, as the pastor is doing the Lord's work, you are there also doing the Lord's work, capturing him as he delivers his sermons. Over time, people in church started like booking me for their weddings and their events and their and I saw and I was like, nah, that's dope. Like I really love this thing and I can do it without getting paid. So like this is probably my passion and what I'm really called for.
Wow. And then after that, after you fell in love with photography, what steps did you take to equip yourself, not just in church, but did you go study?
Yeah.
Did you, what was your process?
Yeah. Okay, so in 20 in that year, and I think in 2014, I studied film and television at UJ. So that's like another world because I was like, um, I want to study this thing. I really want to take it beyond just a hobby and just doing it at church. I need to get a lot of, I think I want to get recognized, but for me, in order to do that, I need to get like a certificate of some sort, So I went to UJ and studied film and television. So it's like motion picture. And I realized that at the time, I realized that I could take all that knowledge and morph it into my photographs. If you can look at my work, it's really influenced by movies and films, and it's very cinematic. I think it's also because of my background with film, So I really studied, and I graduated in 2017 or 2016, and I have a degree in film and television, but photography is really self-taught. Yeah.
Okay. No, that is absolutely true. When I was going through your catalog, on your Instagram, and that was the one thing I was able to immediately pick up, was the fact that everything, it was almost like it was set in motion. You just you captured it. I feel like I'm there. Like, how does this man see? And this is actually a question I have for you, because most of them were either taking a guy, seeing the location. I was like, how does he see this area? How do you see it, guys? Because you capture it with such beauty, you capture such an essence of it that it doesn't. How do you see it, man?
Those are, I look at the hood as it's a place where, where diamonds in the rough, man. It's like a lot of intelligent people come from here. A lot of people with soul, a lot of people with joy and laughter, and just the glow, the glory lives in the struggle. So it's like my perspective is I need to show someone in Brazil how Soweto is, but not shooting from a point of like I'm looking out the hood into the hood. I'm shooting as a person who lives in the hood, who gives you like a come and see, like come see through my eyes. This is what it is. This is the beauty of the place, because I think how Soweto is painted, or any hood in sense, is painted in a way that you just see bad things or dark things, or there's always like bad stories from the hood. But I'm more of, I want to show you the beauty of the struggle. I really want to show you that.
Oh my goodness, that absolutely is amazing. And listen, your images carry that essence. They really do. They do. As a person who's never, I've got very limited time in the hood. I really have very limited time in the hood. But what I was able to see through your pictures, I was like, I want to experience this. More than anything, I want to experience this. Going with that, what do you think is your most memorable or memory in photography or in film shooting? What is one most memorable event that's taken place?
Let me think. I think I'll just tell you this one. So growing, like during my come up, I never had a camera. And so a friend of mine at the time had a camera, but like he was shooting there, but it was like a hobby vibes. And I had a gig where I was booked and I didn't have a camera, so I asked him to use his camera, né? And I took it. Ever since that day, it stayed with me. And I bought my own cameras after that, but that moment for me was memorable because I still have that camera to this day. And he's been hitting me up though with my camera. I want to shoot my what. But it's like, for me, there are a lot of people that really played a huge role to where I am today. Like, and they probably were sent to play their parts, But for me, a moment where a nigga could just like say, yo, take this camera, do your thing, bro. Like, I also shoot, but do your thing, So for me, it's like, yeah, It's that. There are a couple of people that really put me on, but like I think for me that one really holds a dear place in my heart.
Oh wow. Now speaking of like that kind of, that's a beautiful memory. I really am thinking about it now. I feel nostalgia. It's really beautiful. But how would you advise a kid on the come up in photography, particularly might be from the rural areas, who sees this beauty and longs to capture it, but doesn't know where to start, and nor do they have the confidence to believe that that's a career that would be sustainable for them?
Yeah. Okay. So I think for me, man, it's believe in yourself. Your uniqueness is already it's good enough for you to stop comparing yourself with anyone. Further, you can look up to people, but just trust in your own magic. You know, wherever you are, no matter how small you think you are, if you think you have the eye, run with it. Like just do your own stuff. Like don't depend on to answer your DM for you to start. You know what I'm saying? So it's like run even when people are not rooting for you, because like trust me, dog, and the come up is really tough because you hit up people, you hit up all the big guys, what, and it's like those guys can't read. It's like they really can't read. So it's like just dog, like just do your thing, man. You know, build your skill, shoot every day if need be, you know. And get a sense of what are you trying to say, you know, what's your storyline, and hold on to that, you know, because of course there's different types of photography and different types of designs. So it's like, what's your design, you know? So find your design, find your story, and tell it. You know, it doesn't matter who to hey, what, just tell your story. People will automatically gravitate towards your work in due time.
Wow. And Itu, what do you think as an artist makes you different?
As an artist, firstly, my fingerprint is very different from everyone. So my eyes are very different. My perspective is very different from everyone. Everyone, even you, even everyone. So I'm very unique, and there's only one me. So that's enough for me to believe in my magic, you know. So and I think what makes me different, is how I see the world. Like there's only one me, and there can never be another me, and there can never be someone who's better than me, because I am me. No one can be better than me. You know what I'm saying? They can be better than themselves. I can be better than myself, but I can't be better than the next man. So that's what really makes me unique, and I believe in that fully. You know, so whenever I take a picture, I post a picture, I know that it has my fingerprints on it, my unique fingerprints on it. So yeah, my perspective and just my eye.
Okay. And what do you think, as much as we cannot be like another and we can't live to sort of compete, but I think we look to people to learn and to better ourselves. With that said, who are some individuals in the industry that have influenced you the most, that you would look up to sort of as mentors, or have had the greatest influence on your art and have had the greatest influence on you as an individual?
Definitely. So I have a guy, I think he passed on, he's late. So he showed me how to take a picture. So it was in church, back in church. His name was Lebo. He taught me what headroom was. He taught me like how to snap. So like my first picture, Lebo, like may his soul rest in peace. He also studied like multimedia at Boston. So he was also like just trying to build this thing, you know? And then, yeah, he later passed on. And then moving on, there was my lecturer, Hashin Patel. He took me under and helped, like he would call me to do sound for him. At the time, mind you, I was still like a student. So he would get me to do sound, get me assisting on camera. We used to like shoot on big productions. He got me to be production assistant on like The Hustle, like I think the first season as well as the second season. He got me to shoot some stuff KFC. So like he really put me on, and like some of the lenses that I have, he helped me get them. My computer that I use now, he hustled it for me. So it's like he really gave me a solid foundation, you know, and like I really appreciate him till this day. So man, over time we just grew apart because like I was finding my feet, you know, and he was also like getting into other thing like full-time lecturing and stuff like that. And I think two more people. There's a guy called Osmic, Back to the City. He also played a huge role in who I am now. You know, I have a company because of such great mentorship also from him, you know. Also get me to shoot at Back to the City, South African Hip Hop Awards. He's like, he lives in my hood, so it's like he knew me since I was a kid, you know. So it's like he just gave me an opportunity, and I got to learn like side by side how he does his stuff. And and also I think there's a guy called Mpo from Style Gang. Style Gang Original Designs. He really just how he does his things, you know, just his consistency and how he manages his brand really played a huge role, you know, in who I've become as well, you know. So shout out to him as well.
Oh my goodness. I love the fact that you don't just mention one, but you can mention multiple people who you can point and be like, nah, see, they were integral in that part of my journey and they assisted me in this and that way, which speaks to how that's the journey of being under construction, is that you're not going to build alone. You don't put up scaffolding and be the only man on top. It literally takes a community to become. But for you, I want to know, as a photographer, what's the best way to market yourself as an artist and to market your work? What have you found to be one of the best ways?
I think, man, in the day and age we live in, we have the internet as our benchmark, you know, as our go-to tool, you know. So it's like social media. Don't underestimate social media, you know, in these times we live in, you know. So it's like use it as your gallery, you know, design it, you know. It must just for instance on Instagram, think about how like if Lambs goes onto my Instagram, think of ways to keep her there until she reaches the last picture, you know. It's like design it. Don't just post pictures because I'm a photographer. I just post. I post a model, tomorrow I post this, but without really thinking about the design and what do you want someone to feel when they engage your product, you know. So it's like the design for me really plays a lot in marketing because it has an impression on someone who's encountering you for the first time. So it's like, don't underestimate social media, because someone in Europe can just stumble on your page and be like, whoa, what's that? I've never seen that. Just because of your design, you know what I mean? So it's like, don't underestimate the design. Never, ever underestimate the aesthetic.
Okay, now I have a question for you that's literally from the moment I knew we were going to see a photographer, this has been on my mind. If I was an aspiring photographer and now I'm coming up 2010, you were just in the market and the only person the only competition you had was other photographers with cameras. But now you've got iPhones that do the exact same thing. You've got Samsung phones that are able to do a similar kind of job. How do you start, as lucrative as the industry in photography can be? Like, what are the benefits, or how do I make sure that I go in as a full photographer, Canon, whichever camera you have, and actually make it work when competing with some 16-year-old kid who's got an iPhone and is producing a sort of similar kind of product? How do I make sure that my work stands out?
Yeah, I think authenticity. Just try to stay authentic as possible. And more than anything, understand this. You must always understand this. A phone is a phone is a phone. And a camera is a camera is a camera. You know what I'm saying? So there's a certain quality a phone can never produce. There's just a certain touch that a camera can never produce. So it's like, don't be intimidated by iPhone photographers or what. There's like, just don't be intimidated by that, because it's like, more than anything, man, I don't know how to put this, man, but there's a reason why a camera is 80,000 and a phone is 20,000.
Okay, come through.
You know what I mean?
This man is not picking a fight. These are not views of just.
But don't worry. I don't worry
I
about
understand.
that.
I understand. I have another question for you. What, during finding ourselves in this panoramic, what are some challenges or lessons that you've learned being a photographer going through COVID-19?
I think personally I learned that nothing lasts forever.
Okay.
In life in general, like nothing lasts forever, and the good times don't last forever, same as the bad times. So it's like in this season that we're in, it's important to know that, you know, don't kill yourself and go under depression because it's bad days now. Good days will come. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing lasts forever. So even in these times, I just like people to understand that it's passing. It's not gonna be like this forever. And more than anything, that's one thing I'm learning still, you know, because it's hard because there are no bookings, dog. So you imagine you need to keep level head, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you keep a level head in these times? It's just to also motivate yourself that nothing lasts forever. There's nothing you can do about the situation. There's really nothing at this point. Like zero. But just keep yourself together. Yeah, just keep yourself together, dog. Like nothing lasts forever.
No, I definitely hear that. Greatest piece of advice. Now, Itu, I want to know, if you had to describe your life in a song, pick one song, any song in the world, and that would be the song that depicts your life right now, which song would it be?
I listen to so many songs, dog. Let me think. Yeah, you now you come with you switch it up now. It's like now, man. Me, I'm coming with my photography things. Yeah, now songs now.
Actually, if it were a movie, because I'm thinking, if it were a movie, okay, give me a song, think of a song, but also a movie, and then one movie that would depict your life right now, but also a song, because like I really like music.
Okay, I think a movie that would depict my life is a movie called Vivarium. I think just is how I see the world right now. It's not really personally my life, but how I see what's happening in the world. Okay. So I think just you should Google the word vivarium and check out the meaning of it. It will tell you what the movie is really about. And then a song, I think I'll say, yo man, can we go to the next one? I will come back to this one.
Okay. Where can people who are looking for you get in contact with you and find your work? And also, what do you have planned for the future? Are there any projects that you're working on? Where are you?
I don't honestly, I really don't like talking about things that haven't happened, and things that I'm planning. But one thing I can tell people is that just like follow my work, follow my pages at Itu the God, Instagram and Twitter. Follow that and then just watch. You'll see what I have planned and what God has planned and what the universe has planned. But a lot of amazing stuff. A lot. Just listen to this. A lot. Like a lot.
The man is building. The man is building, guys.
Yeah, a lot.
Just is about to come. Cool.
Yeah.
A lot. Well, Itu, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure. Listen, I think you're by for pardon?
How was done?
Yeah, almost done. We're almost wrapping up. I think you're one of the chillest individuals we've ever had on Under Construction. If you agree with that, you need to tell us in the comment section. Like rate from like 0 to just hella chill. like this man. He was like just amazing. Oh, you dyed your hair. It looks really nice. Why are you hiding your hair? Your hair looks nice. Hey, this guy. No, I wasn't. Okay, so I think you took the hat off because you're ready to sing. Is that what's going on? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna perform now. Got it. Mic check 1, 2.
Don't come like that.
We're still waiting for the song, and you have to sing the chorus.
What song has me right now? Damn, bro. I think we can say Linda by Java. I think that's a very appropriate song right now. I don't know if you know it. If you know it,
how does it go?
And listen to it. Nah? Linda. Linda.
Yes.
Come on, bro. Linda. Please, like when you edit the video, if you can, just add the song. Nah? Linda, something like that, man. Please just go listen to the song. I think more particularly in such times, we need to listen to a lot of spiritual songs and a lot of songs that motivate us to just keep going, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
That is one of those for you. No, thank you very much, Itu, for joining us. It's been such an awesome pleasure. And this is the thing, your journey is so beautiful. I love the way that you see the world and how you capture what it is that you see and you share it with us. We're privileged to be living and walking amongst individuals with a beautiful, I'm not those third eye kind of people, but like your lens is your third eye and the way you see through it is really inspiring.
No, the lens is the fourth eye.
Is it your fourth eye?
Yeah, the lens is the fourth eye.
Oh, that's really amazing, man. So thank you so much for joining us on Under Construction. We love you. If you guys want any more information on Itu, his handles are going to be in the description below. Itu the God across his social media pages. Watch out for his work. Watch for the new projects that are coming in his future. The man said he's doing a lot. I ain't saying.
Oh, wait. And prints of my work are available. So you can like DM me if you want prints to hang in your wall or whatever, in your crib, in your room, available.
There we go. So all you have to do is click on the link that we'll put in the description below. Send the brother a DM because trust me, when you see his work, you will want some of it. Like it's that they had those books. I don't know if people still go to bookshops, but there's like thingy of Africa and it's like big black books and it would capture just how photographers going through Africa for like 40 days. And it has such beautiful pictures. When I was looking at his catalog, that's what I saw. I was like, no, listen, this needs to be one of those books. I didn't know what those books were called, but it was really beautiful work. It was really beautiful work. You find it at bookstores. But for us, it's Under Construction. We're Under Construction SA on all our social media platforms. And guys, listen, how have you been enjoying the live Instagram videos that have been happening every weekday at 7? We see you guys in the comment section. We see you. Thank you for engaging with our content and ever supporting us to reach our dreams and to share every single part of our journey with you guys. So thank you. We love you. And let's continue to grow together. I hope that each and every single story that comes across Under Construction SA, you sit down with a pen and a paper and learn. And by the end of it, if you guys ever get so inspired, you're like, yeah, because of Under Construction, I started my own business. Share those stories with us. We want to hear them because I've done so much after having met these beautiful individuals. We love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome evening. Oh, remember, we come out, we release a new episode every Tuesday. Not every Tuesday, I'm lying. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. We're going to air out a new episode. So catch you guys next week, Sunday at 5 p.m.